Hi, and welcome to the KPDR podcast. My name is Amber, and I'm one of your hosts. And you can find me on social media as Bana&Bean, and on Ravelry as WoodAmber29. And this is Lydia.
Yes, I'm Lydia. You can find me on most social media platforms. On Instagram, you can find me as Lydia Knits, and on Ravelry, you can find me as Lydia B. And then you can find my indie yarn company as Ohloops on Instagram, Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and in the Ohloops Ravelry group.
And we haven't said this before, but we wanted to.
We always forget.
We wanted to thank our returning viewers and welcome our new viewers to the podcast. And we hope you will like and subscribe to us so you can be updated with when we post new videos and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yes. We have a lot of stuff today, guys.
Yes.
A whole lot. And just so a little bit of administration stuff, we want to apologize. Last time we had said that there would be a shop update and a giveaway prompt, and that never happened because we lost about 20 minutes of footage last time. So that wasn't there, and we apologize. So it will hopefully be there this time.
Yes.
I'm not going to say for sure just in case something else happens.
Yeah. We might have another technical glitch with the camera.
So
it's really fun when you go back to watch the video and all of a sudden like half of it's gone and you're like,
what do we do? We just don't have that. That's what we do.
Yep. And we'll get it the next time.
Yep.
So that's what we're gonna do today.
Yes.
So a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But we'll be good. So basically this podcast is a knitting related podcast, and we're gonna talk about our knitting lives and our shops and our friendship, families.
Yeah. All the things.
All the things.
And we're going to sit here and enjoy the fire.
Yes.
Truth be told, it's actually really hot right now, so this is giving off a little bit more heat than I want.
Yeah. Just a little.
But we said last time that we thought it would be fun to do it in front of the fireplace, and so we figured, why not?
We have a fireplace, and the sun's going down, so hopefully in the next 10-15 minutes it won't be so hot. So we won't be dripping.
Yes.
Like, So we want to start with whips today?
Sure. We can do that.
Okay. Do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have 2 whips. I have more FOs than whips. So.
Okay. Yeah,
well,
I just have 2.
I have 4, but those are my double take things.
So, this you guys have seen before, but this is the Codicus shawl, and I'm actually made quite a bit of progress the last few days. I think I did like 12 rows, something like that. So basically for my stitch marker up, I did that yesterday.
Nice.
So yeah,
Very nice.
I think I got about 6 or 8, I can't remember, left of this little section, and then I start the next charted color work section. So
very nice.
I'm loving it. It's really great because I can sit down and just work on it, and I don't have to count.
Totally.
At least this part right now.
You're right. Until you get to the color work part, and then you have to think a little bit. But but Caitlin Hunter, I said this last time, I think, but her color work is very intuitive. It's easy to understand and very easy to follow. So
yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I can't wait to have it done. So I'm pretty excited.
I'm excited to see it.
In my Ohloops, or my Bana&Bean bag, and my Ohloops yarn, my high sharps.
All the same thing.
All the same stuff. Nothing's changed other than it's gotten bigger, which I'm excited about.
It has for sure.
Yeah. So I have about this much left.
Yay. Very cool. Yeah, I ended up with like just a tiny bit. So not very much.
So that's my first one.
To find my first one, it's down here. I can't remember where I put it. I think this is it. This is it.
I love that bag.
Get you. Yes, this is it. So it is in my beautiful I Heart You, which is EWE, owl bag. I love this bag. This fabric is like my favorite thing. And I am knitting a free pattern. It is the Newborn Vertebrae, which the the baby vertebrae and bigger is a paid for pattern, but she did the newborn size as a free. And it's by Kelly Van Neerk, or Neerkirk. I never can pronounce her name correctly. But,
oh, it's so cute.
So I have this much done so far. So I separated for the sleeves, and I'm doing the little back piece. And this is my yarn. This is on my ascot base, and it is the Mirror of Erised colorway. And then the little collar and cuff will be in the Cancun colorway.
So pretty.
Yeah. And I am making this, my best friend from high school just found out that she's going to be an aunt. Her sister is due with her first baby in November. So I am making it for her and for little Mr. Baby Hudson. So, yeah, I love it. It's so cute.
It's so cute.
So, and it's she's very smart. So her thing, it talks about, so the pattern is like just an open front cardigan. She's like, because, you know, who wants to clean baby spit up off of the front of the thing? So it just leaves it open, so it just keeps their little back and their arms warm, which I thought was really cute. And because Holly lives in San Diego, I thought that would be great. She'd still get to use it. So
yeah, she can just put it on the baby when it's a little chilly.
Exactly.
And then,
yep. And he's due in November, so I figured it would be perfect for November and December. So, and I'm using my Knit Pick Harmonies US size 4. So,
very nice.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. It's a fun little knit. So that's my first one.
Okay, so my next one is in...
I love this bag.
My new bag. I was looking for fabric for a wholesale order that I had, and I came across this and was like, yeah, I need that. So
I think my favorite part is the orange polka dots on the inside.
Yeah. So it's really cute.
I love it.
Orange polka dots on the inside. Matches the little pin cushions on the outside. So, and this is what is going to house my Ohm shawl for our knit along that we started on July 1st.
Very nice.
I've gotten, let's see, where did I end? I've gotten 9 rows done so far of the first section, so I have 6 left. And I don't think I've made any mistakes yet.
Nice.
But can't see that from there.
No, but that's okay.
It's okay. I'm so excited to be doing this because I absolutely love it. Although I forgot how much counting this first part is.
It was funny when I cast on, I was like, didn't I just knit this pattern? And I forgot. Like, I love the way it looks, but I have to admit, I think the first section is my least favorite of the strips because it's so much more counting than the other 3 and then the color work. But I mean, it's easy. It's not hard. It just
takes some
row 5. I hate.
Which one?
I will have to admit, row 5 I do not like because you have to.
Yeah.
There's a section in the brackets that you have to repeat so many times, and I always screw that one up. I had to go back twice and fix that one because I always get off count.
Purl 3, knit 1 3 times, and then purl 4, and then you repeat that whole section until the end, last 4 stitches. So I don't like that row. Row 5 is not my favorite. And if I did mess up, that's where I messed up.
Because totally, that's my
I don't like that one, and row 6 isn't too bad. I really like 7, 8, and 9.
7, 8, and 9 are great. 1, 2, and 3 where they're just knitting, they're pretty good too. It's kind of I think honestly it's just 5. 5 is the one I don't like.
Well, 5 and 6 because it's got the repeat and the brackets. So, but the 6 is only repeat twice in the little bracket section. So, but I get confused because I start doing it and then I'm like, oh crap, how many times did I repeat?
I do it. Well, and me, I don't know what my problem was this time, but every time I would do it, instead of purling, like, so I would I would do the purl 3 and then I would knit 1, and then I do purl 3 and knit 1, and then for whatever reason it's like I would knit 3, purl 1, knit 3, and I'm like, no, I'm supposed to be purling 3, so then I'd have to go, like, I don't know what my problem with row 5 was, but it just, yeah. So anyway,
yeah. But I'm loving it.
yeah,
I'm loving the way this yarn looks too. So, and I love my bag.
I do too.
This will be one of the ones going up in my shop update this month.
Nice.
So, super cute.
It is. I love it.
And it's like the perfect size. All my yarn is easily in here, and there's still plenty of room for the shawl on top.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, and then so I did mine on, I think I went up to 11s. Yes. So the pattern calls for a 10.5, and I went up to an 11 this time.
Nice.
Because I didn't feel like I got enough drape out of my last one. So
Yeah. I have a funny story about that. So I was actually going to talk about mine later because I thought we were doing those later, but I'll just talk about them
sorry.
now. No, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We make the rules. We can break them. It's okay. I will talk about them now. It works for me. Okay. So, my new bag. You guys. So you guys didn't get to see me gushing over this unmade bag that was just fabric last time because that whole section went away, but I am so in love. Like, I freaking love it. It's by her. And look, you guys, the inside, it's butterflies. You see that?
and dragonflies.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and dragonflies too. I love them. So I am a crazy person.
I love this too.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be my little stitch marker, and I don't remember where these came from. They were gifted to me, and I can't remember who. And I have no idea if you guys can see that from all the way back there, but it's just this beautiful little pink flower.
It matches perfect.
It does. So I'm making 2 Ohm shawls because, you know, why would I not? And this one will be for me. I'm gonna keep this one. And I was talking to a friend, and I was telling her, I said, I think what's perfect is that this one is definitely more cool colors, so it'll be perfect for winter, and my other one is warmer, so it'll be good for spring and stuff. So I got my first section done, and this is my figure 8 worsted base, and I'm happy with it. Here's my problem. So I'm doing mine on a 10 because I went down. Last time it seemed like it was perfect. This time I honestly almost think I should have gone down to like a 9.5 or a 9.
Really?
Like, yeah, my stitches seem looser than my last one.
Oh. I'm just curious.
But I don't know that I want to rip it out. So do I just keep going? I don't know. I mean, I don't dislike it. What do you guys think? I don't dislike it, but I don't know that I love it.
They're definitely, I mean, they're tighter than what mine are.
Are they?
See?
Okay. I guess it's fine then. And you can still see the pattern.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can tell that you guys can't see it from, from back there, but maybe Chris can zoom in. I don't know. But yeah, so this is,
I think if you went down another one, I think you would have the problem that I have with my...
It would be too tight.
It would be too tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I still love it, but it's just, you know, as far as trying to wrap it around and stuff, there just isn't as much drape to it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
it just seems bulkier.
I think that's kind of, yeah. So I got that one. I have that done. And I showed these to you guys last time, but I'll show you. So my main color is this really pretty kind of like champagne mauve, and then I have the teal, the mocha, and the kind of minty blue. So that one will be with my Thackeray. And then I got this one. So it's in my chicken scratch design bag with my new bling. It's not really new, I just decided to stick them on here, but I have my sparkly fat squirrel pin and my Sip Sip Knit coffee cup from Twill and Planet. And so then I got passed on to this one as well and got the first section of this one done, which is kind of how I'm going to do them. I think I'm going to just do them consecutively, so finish one, do the other one. And same thing, so I'm doing that one on my Haya Sharps, and this one I'm doing on my Knit Picks Harmony. Again, doing it on 10, was still kind of thinking the same thing, but they look the same as the other one, so.
Yeah, I think I mean, you can still see the pattern.
Yeah.
And you still got a good drape there, and I think, like I said, I think you'll find if you go down, I would be upset. Bulky.
Yeah. So, this one is the one for my friend, and I didn't get to show you guys the colors last time. So my main color will be white, and then my contrast colors are this pretty rust color, this really dark olive, and the charcoal gray.
I just love those.
I'm so excited. I think she's gonna love it. So, and Amber and I decided this time around, so I'm not doing it on my Thackeray one, but I'm gonna do it on this one. The middle section, we talked about this last time, has the little garter ridges, and so rather than just keeping those white, to break up that, I'm gonna stripe in green. So my little garter ridges will be green. You're doing blue ones, right?
Yeah, so mine will be this blue.
Fun. And your middle section's like
is the charcoal. Yeah, so it'll be dark charcoal, and then this pretty blue.
Which I think is gonna pop so pretty.
Yeah, yeah,
it'll look beautiful.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Well, and I think it's really gonna help with knitting that section, because you'll have every 3 rows you'll have a color change. So
yeah,
so that's where I struggled.
Yeah,
you know, it's like I got all the way to that section, and then it probably took me 3 or 4 months to knit that middle section.
More than a year to knit that middle section and the other half. So you did way better than me. But I have to have this one done by Christmas, y'all. I've set myself a goal. But this is my new Falcorn base. It's my non-superwash worsted, and it is so dreamy. I love it.
That feels amazing.
I know. So it will be coming to the shop soon.
It's so soft.
I know. I love it. So yeah, there's those. Was that your only other whip?
Yep.
Okay, so then I just have the one more. I don't know why I'm singing all the things today. And it is in. Oh, sorry. I was looking at Chris. He was doing something with the camera, so I was making sure we were good. It's in my beautiful scrappy thread bag. That's the Harry Potter bag, and I got this. She donated prizes last year for Harry Potter, and she sent me a bag as well, and I was like, oh, so sweet. And then I've never taken it off because I think it's just cool, but her husband made these little crochet hooks that look like wizard wands. So I love it. But in here is a project that I am so in love with. Again, I don't know why I'm singing all the things.
But I'm just super happy today.
I am. This is my Sunset Highway, which was part of my planning last time, and I cast on, and I love it.
It's so pretty.
So this is the Sunset Highway, which I know you're probably all familiar with because it was all the rage last year at Rhinebeck. But look. So I have mine on really short cables, so I'm trying to show it to you guys without pulling it off my cables. So you can't really see my color work great, but I did post a picture of it on Instagram. So I'm almost done. I only have, I think I have like 3 more rows with the blue color work part, and then I get to add in my main color and do, I think it's like 6 or 7 rows of color work with that. And then I just get to do the body.
Wow.
I know. I'm in love.
You're doing, that one you're doing is cap sleeves, right? Or is that the other one?
You know, originally I wasn't going to, but I just bought this new dress. It's a long, flowy gray dress. And I think this would be cute with it. So I might, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. If I don't do cap sleeves, I'm not going to do, there's color work section that kind of goes in the middle part of the arm. I'm not going to do the color work on the arm. And I don't know that I'll even make them full length. I would either make them like 3/4 length. So, but yeah. So, and I'm using all Ohloops. The gray is Gray Scries. The rust color is Tin Roof Rusted. And then the blue is Warblers. And the main body, like I showed you guys last time, will be the Swinger of Birches colorway.
I love. That's going to be so pretty.
I know, I can't wait. So I'm loving it. And again, the color work is super intuitive and easy. And I went up quite a few. I don't remember. I was worried, so the only other color work I've done was on the 2 shawls. And when it's on a shawl, if it's slightly tight, I don't think it really deters from the pattern all that much, and you can block it out. But I was worried that with a sweater, if it was too tight, then it wouldn't fit right. So she tells you to use a US size 4, which I probably will not do. I'll probably use a 5 for the body, but for my color work, I'm actually using a 7. So I'm using a 7, so my stitches are definitely bigger than what hers are, but they lay out really nicely, and they don't get
really bunchy.
Yeah, they're not bunchy, and they don't look too big. So I think it'll be good.
Yeah, but I think it looks good.
Yeah. So I love it. I just wear it like this.
Actually, that's really funny. So last night with the girls, I was working on this, and so they came downstairs, and I was like, I had it sitting like this. And I was like, so if I just took string and tied it like this, it could be a top. It could be a totally
swimsuit top.
Yeah, I'm like, look, it's like a little bandana top. It even comes down to a point at the bottom.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, they didn't think I was being quite so funny.
No, they're like, no.
I think it would look better as a shawl, Mom.
Yeah, probably. That's funny.
But yeah, I was just sitting there, and I was like, I had kind of finished, and I was trying to look at it, and so I just had it like laid out across, and I'm like, oh, look, it covers everything.
That's awesome. I love that. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I wanted to quickly, before I forget, so it was brought to my attention that last time we podcasted, when I showed my hat, I totally screwed the name up. I called it the honeycomb hat by Amy Vandelar. It's not. It's the beeswax hat by Amy Vandelar. Just wanted to. I did put it correctly in the show notes, so you could still find it, but I totally named it the wrong thing in the podcast. So someone's like, she's like, I loved it. She's like, however, like, oh, thanks for. I didn't even realize that. And then when I went and watched it back, I'm like, I did. I totally called it the honeycomb hat.
Oh well.
So yep. Oh well. But I just wanted to make sure, like, I screwed that up. That's not what it's called.
Just in case you're looking for it.
Yeah, just in case you're looking, like, this woman is nuts. There is no honeycomb hat. Well, there maybe is, but that wasn't it.
So, FL?
FLs? Yep. I have 1, 4, 5. I have 5.
Okay, I have 1.
Do you want me to do a few then?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't knit as fast as this one over here.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So 3 of them are tiny, so they don't really count.
My one's tiny.
Well, actually 4 of them are tiny, so they don't really count. But I finished some tiny things, y'all. And by tiny, I mean like really tiny.
I love those.
Aren't they seriously just the cutest things ever? So this is the tiny sweater pattern by Malia May, and it is a free pattern. Yes, it's a free pattern, and I knit both of mine on DK weight. I don't remember if that's actually what the pattern calls for, to tell you the truth. And this is what the original sweater looks like. It doesn't have ribbing at the top, and it actually is only supposed to have 1 row of ribbing at the bottom, so I should say I added that. So on the second one, I added a little bit of ribbing around the neck and made it a little bit longer. So, but I like them. So this is my Frosted Garland colorway, and this is my Moody Blues colorway. And I just love them. And I found my little hangers on Amazon. And I have a feeling I'll be making more because I just think they're cute.
I love them. They're so cute.
Me too. I know. I just
They're like the little perfect like Christmas ornaments.
I know, right? A whole tree full of little sweaters.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
That would be so cute.
Wouldn't that be cute? Just a whole entire tree of little. I love it. I think they're so cute. I know.
I think it needs to happen. See, I'll have the whole tree of
I can just make a
Mickey ears.
Oh, there you go.
And then you have the whole tree of sweaters.
Perfect. I like it. Good plan. And then the next ones. So we'll talk about the knit along in a little bit, give you details, and then I'll talk about this. But I'm hosting a knit along in my Ravelry group for preemie hats, and so I made some of those. And so these 3 all come from the Preemie Hats for Charity pattern, which is by Carissa Browning. And so I just have these 3. So I have this little striped one out of Silver Linings and Order of the Phoenix. And this one, it looks a little big, so it's probably more of like getting ready to go home preemie size, not just a brand new preemie size. And then same thing with this, which is Sproutling and Moody Blues. And it's, again, the same size, more of a we get to go home soon size. This one's knit out of sport weight, so it's better for like brand new preemie size. And this is the Ron Weasley colorway on my twist knot.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, I love them. And in doing this, I decided I wanted to design my own little hat in honor of baby Leon, who is, you guys may know her from social media. Her name is Sarah. She is Sarlaws on Ravelry, and I think she's Sarlaws Pearls of Color on Instagram. I will have it all linked correctly in the show notes if that's not right. But her nephew was a preemie, and so when he was at the hospital, she found out that they were in need of hats, which is where this came from. But so I designed this little hat. It's called Littlest Things, which comes from a Winnie the Pooh quote, and it's in honor of Mr. Baby Leon. And it is on Ravelry now, and it is a free hat pattern. So
it's so cute.
Thanks. I like it.
Oh, I love it. So pretty.
Thanks. And that's out of my Whomping Willow colorway. Isn't it cute? It's so tiny. It was, I mean, my babies were little, but they weren't like this. And it's you knit these little things, and it's almost like can't even fathom having a baby that tiny. It's yeah, it just breaks your heart. So I'm happy that I got those done. And like I said, I'll give more of the knit along details in a little bit when we talk about that. So I have those.
So my one FO is out of Christmas colors. So
It's so cute.
I put it in my Christmas bag just to get myself in the mood.
Totally.
And
Christmas in July, right?
Yeah, it's kind of what it is.
It is.
So, and I have to say, I absolutely love how this turned out. It is so stinking cute.
It is.
So this is the Cable Bear Hat pattern by Melody's Makings, and it's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. And the pattern actually gives you preemie, newborn, 0 to 3, and then I can't remember if it's just one child size or if it's multiple child size, but you get all of that in the pattern, which is pretty cool. And it's knit with magic loop or DPNs. I did magic loop on mine. And then you do a 3 needle bind off on the top. Cute. And then you just tie the ears in with little bows.
So cute.
Yeah. This is the newborn size.
I love it.
Yeah. I loved how it turned out. It's so cute.
It is very cute.
And this was my first time doing cabling.
She did so good, you guys.
Maybe my husband can zoom in so you can see it better. But yeah, this whole front part here is all cabling, and I love it.
Yeah.
So cute.
You did good.
Thanks. I actually, when I got to the cabling part, I was not here. I was in Whitefish, Montana. And I was like, oh no, I left my cabling needle at home. I don't have it with me. So we actually went and found them. I don't think I showed you what I got, but.
Oh, nice.
And it was actually perfect because so these are knit on 10.5, so, and with bulky yarn, and the cabling needles actually had a size 10 cabling needle in them, so it worked actually really good.
That's awesome. Cool.
So yeah,
very nice.
and then I have quite a bit left, so I told my youngest that I'd make one for her in the kid size.
Nice.
So she's excited. She's like, when are you going to do that? I'm like, well, after I do some other things first. But
yeah. All the things.
Yeah. So, and then I'm planning on, I have some stuff left from, some bulky left from when I did my sister's cowl for her. So I'm going to make the preemie size for the knit along that we're doing for the preemies with the what's left over of that. So
cute. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Can't wait to see what it looks like
I
even
know.
smaller, right?
I know.
It's already so small.
I know.
I just dumped all the needles in my lap.
Baby hats are fun. Okay. I have another FO and I am so excited. Look, guys. I knit an adult size sweater and it's finished. I love it. It's still not all the way dry. It's been blocking all day and it's still wet, like in the armpits. And yeah,
I know you really, really want to put it on right now.
No, it is still warm. But this is the Voyager sweater by Melissa. I'm just going to call her Melissa S because I can never pronounce her last name. And so I will put it in the show notes. But I absolutely love it. So I don't even remember what size I've made, so I'll put that in the show notes too.
It turned out so good.
Thanks. I love it. It's out of my full Windsor base, which is my bulky, and this is the Marigolds colorway. And so the sweater is knit slightly more open in the front than a full like closed cardigan. So I'm really happy with the way it fits. I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, but I love it. And I put it on and it looks cute. It was still wet when I put it on, so I didn't wear it very long because it was really heavy. But yeah, I love it. And it has been on the needles since March of 2017. So it's done and I'm happy, and it's my first ever adult size sweater.
See, that's not too bad.
No, that's not too bad.
For a sweater.
But for a bulky sweater.
Yeah, I guess that's
not
true.
the greatest, but it's okay. It happens, right? I got busy. There were other things. But
well, and you know, part of that time was summer, and it's hard to get really. I was thinking about that earlier today because I was like, you know, it's kind of backwards. You know, during the fall, we're like, oh, we really want to knit the heavy stuff. Well, we should actually be knitting that during the summer so we can wear it in the fall. And it's like in the spring, it's like I started that sunbeam shawl. And I've actually put it down because I was like, you know, I'm not going to wear it until next spring. So I want to get some of my bulky stuff done so I can actually wear it this fall.
Right.
You know.
It's so hard to knit on it when it's so hot.
It is. Yes.
But car knitting, right? That's what car knitting is for.
With the AC blaring.
Yeah. So, but
yeah.
But I'm happy with it. I promise, wear it at some point on the podcast so you guys can see it. And I do plan on taking like FO pictures so you guys can see it, but it's way too hot to put it on now and it's still wet. So it's just gonna go back over here on this beautiful hook that Chris got for me that you guys can't see off camera.
It's so pretty.
Thanks, I'm happy with it.
It's gonna look so cute on you.
Thank you. I like that color. I have a lot of that color in my wardrobe. So
yeah.
It's fun.
So that's kind of it for projects, right?
I think so, yeah, because we did double take already. So our knit along talk, so we can just talk about that. So we are hosting the along, and that runs from July 1st to the end of September. So you have until midnight on the last day to get those posted. And the rules for that, so you don't have to use our products, so you don't have to use my yarn or Amber's bag to enter, but if you do, so if you're just using my yarn, you can enter it twice. If you're just using Amber's bag, you can enter it twice, but if you're using my yarn and her bag, you can enter it 3 times, and the prize is going to be awesome. We've already started collecting a whole bunch of stuff. You will also be getting 6 full skeins of yarn at the end and a bag from Amber because the project is very large, so the prize will be very large. So that's happening, and you can post FO photos in the Ohloops Ravelry group, And there's a chatter thread open as well that you can talk in. So
Yeah.
so that's happening. And then I'm gonna get my notes so I remember all the things. So the preemie hat cowl, it doesn't really have like an end date as of right now. If you are participating, I'm asking that you at least try to send me one or however many of the hats you have done by August 1st so that I can send them off to Sarah so she can donate them, because they are being donated to the NSMC Salem Hospital for the Special Care Nursery in honor of baby Leon. And when Sarah was there, they told her that they will of course accept everything, so pattern doesn't matter, yarn doesn't matter. They do suggest that you try to get something that is washable if possible. And they are more in need of baby boy colors than girl colors, but they will of course take girl ones as well. Other things to know are that both Sarah and I are going to be awarding a pattern of one from me and one from her to every single person who knits and donates a hat. So if you do that, please just mark your name, or your Ravelry name I should say, on your hat. Once they get sent to me, I will go ahead and give you a pattern of your choice, and then Sarah will be donating one to you as well once they get to her. Yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, they're just in honor of baby Leon, because that is Sarah's local hospital, and it is the hospital that he was at for a while. He didn't stay there the whole time, but he was there for a while. So nice. And I should say he is home now and doing well. So yay. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. And there is a hashtag for it, which I think is, I don't remember. It'll be in the show notes. I should have written it down. I'm like, I know there is one, but I can't remember what it is. So, and that the chatter thread is open for that. The FO thread in the Ravelry group is open for that. So please feel free to do that. And anyone participating will also be entered for a chance to win these beautiful mini skeins from Amber and I's friend Sarah of Sarah Craft. The colorways are Blue Mountain, Sugar Rush, Crunching Leaves, and Spring Flowers.
Ooh, so pretty.
I know, super pretty. And then this fun little mini skein knits pattern book. So you'll have a chance to win that as well. And I'd also like to remind everyone that Sarah's 15% off coupon code is still good till the end of July, and that is it says KPDR 15, and it works in her Etsy shop. So
thank you, Sarah, for
yes, thank you very much
donating the items and the coupon code. We very much appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
we do.
So that's all the
knit along stuff.
So do we want to talk about our next double take?
Yeah.
So last time we had talked about that there would be a prompt for a giveaway for voting on which double take project we will do next. And there's 4.
There are. I was going to see, I think I have the pictures on my phone. Chris will put the pictures up on the screen, so probably it doesn't matter that I'm trying to find them on my phone because they'll be on the screen.
Yeah,
but yeah,
they probably won't be able to see from your
right,
phone.
I know. So there are 4 to choose from. So what we're going to have you do, there's a in the comments, let us know which next double take project you think Amber and I should work on of these 4. If you would like to knit along with us, we probably won't do this until the fall because we are working on the Ohm shawls. But if you want to knit along with us, we can start a thread for that. But then anyone who comments saying which one they think we should do will be entered into a giveaway to win the pattern and the materials to complete the pattern.
Yep.
So, and your pattern choices are the bracket hat, the Lake Reed hat, the boxy sweater, or the girl's best friend shawl. And we will put those up on the screen, and then links for the patterns will be in the show notes if you want to take a better look at them.
Yeah. So just vote below and let us know, and the one that gets the most votes, not votes, votes.
Yep.
That's the one we'll do. So
yeah.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see what gets picked.
I know.
It's almost a little nerve-wracking.
It is, I know. But I mean,
somebody else pick for you.
I know, but I think it'll be fun. We like both of the hats. The shawl is beautiful. The sweater is a beautiful sweater.
It is,
so,
yeah.
and it would be Amber's first adult sweater. So,
Yeah.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah, it would be fun. Cool.
Yeah.
So,
I just have yarny mail.
Okay, let's talk about mail.
Okay.
Well, mine's not really mail. I picked mine up while I was out. I'm kind of in this thing right now where I'm trying to, wherever we go for a trip, I'm trying to visit like a local store or something. And it just worked really good when we were in Montana that I needed cable needles. So we found a little local shop in Whitefish, Montana. It's called the Polka Dot Sheep Shop. And you can find her online. She has some stuff for sale.
Polka Dot Sheep?
Yeah.
I didn't know that's where you went. Fun.
Yeah, so she's got a shop online at polkadotsheep.com, and you can find her on Instagram as Polka Dot Sheep, and then hashtag yarn and stuff as PDS yarn. So this is one of the little bits of yarn that I picked up, and it's on her Ski Town Sport, which Miss Lydia is getting ready to release a sock pattern in sport weight. Right?
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
Yeah. I just realized I never sent you pictures.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing that.
And my husband is still begging me to knit him socks. So when we were at the store, I told him, pick out a couple colors and I'll make you socks when Lydia releases her pattern. So this first one is blue, he picked out, and it's called Glacier Chaser, which is almost a tongue twister.
Totally.
But I love that.
That's pretty.
And then this one, which is gray. So I'm going to do the main part of the sock that's blue, and then I'll do the toe, the heel, and the cuff this charcoal gray color. So, and this one was Winter Raven. So, pretty excited. My husband's
He's behind the camera going thumbs up, like, yay, I finally get socks.
So, and then because I'm a collector of mugs, like my dear friend over here, actually my husband came across this mug and he's like, ooh, babe,
Oh, it's cute.
So it's green on the inside and it's got like little sheep and sweaters and yarny stuff all the way around, and then on the back side it says knit happy.
Cute.
And so I couldn't pass that up, so this came home with me too.
That's cute.
And I've already used it several times.
Very nice.
So
I like it.
that's mine.
That's yours. Okay. So these didn't come in the mail, they were hand delivered. But I got new Bana&Bean bags. This one is the
Retro Kitchen.
I was just like, blah, blah, blah. And it's, called something. Look how cute it is. And it's got polka dots on the inside, guys. Pink and black.
Yeah, I love
That one. And this one, because I cannot get enough of these little Victorian, like total Tim Burton-esque girls. I freaking love them. I can't help it. And she has another fabric that I want them on too. I got this one, and it's this beautiful like mauve color on this. See, this one would match my Ohm shawl too, but it's too small.
Yeah.
So I got that, which I love. These are her new drawstring ones. And then some things came into mail. So I got in on Nicole from Hugh Loco. She does the Knit Two Together sock club after the Grocery Girls, and so they're doing it May through October, and each month has a special memory for Jody and Tracy. And so this one is July's, and it's called Popsicles and Ponytails. And so I don't know what the memory is. I haven't watched the episode yet in which they tell us, but I love it. Isn't it? It came in the mail and I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I love the little pink one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to use it for something.
That is so cute.
And then with it, you always get like a fun Grocery Girls included extra. And so I got a needle gauge that looks like their little grocery cart logo.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I thought that was super cute.
do they do that? Does she do that all the time? Or is
Yeah,
this just
so there's, well, I don't know how long they'll keep doing it, but so they're at least doing it through October. August is up right now, and it will be, so this one's on her Phyllis sock, which is a 75-25 merino nylon. August will be on her Glitz sock, merino sock. And it's, the colorway is called Wanna Double. So it's up right now. So you might have to go check it out.
I'm gonna have to go check that out.
I know. I love Nicole's yarn. It's beautiful. She always does such a good job.
My husband's like shaking his head.
Like, no, you shouldn't.
You don't need any more yarn.
And then the last thing I got is from, her shop is called Missy from Montana, and she's on Etsy. And I got this cute rope bowl, which is like a single skein project thing, like perfect for socks. And I just love this. I saw Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady, she had one, and she posted a picture on Instagram, and I was like, I want to know what that bowl is all about.
That is so cool.
I bought that, and then when I was on her website,
that is such a neat idea.
I know, she had these little things, and they're called bento bags. Bento bag, and it just fits. I don't have a skein of yarn wound up, I don't think. Yes, I do. There's one down here. If you just have like a skein of yarn, so ignore this one because it's small, but it just fits in this little thing and clips together, and then you just knit from it.
That is such a cool idea too.
This is like the cutest thing. I just freaking love it. And it was the fabric that did me in because I love the feathers. So, and I looked today, and she does have both rope bowls and bento bags in her shop. The rope bowl was $22 and the bento bag is $12. So if you're interested in those, you can still get them on her shop.
So cute.
So I know, I thought they were very cute.
Okay, so you do have one more thing.
I do?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a surprise for you.
She has a surprise for me?
Yep. And I wanted you to you never get the whole experience because...
Oh! It's all wrapped up!
Because I just give them to you as I make them, and you never like get them shipped to you. So I thought,
oh my goodness, are you serious?
Yeah.
Why? This is like better than my birthday.
I brought scissors.
Oh, you did?
I came prepared.
You did. Look at you. Oh, I'm excited. I don't know which one it is. Oh my gosh! Are you serious? Okay, first of all, how pretty is her packaging? Oh, there's two! I didn't even notice that one. You guys, I'm obsessed. She showed me this fabric, and I was like, yeah, that needs to happen. I had dreams about having a whole dress made out of this fabric. That's how much I love it. I would look like a house wearing this many owls all over my body.
Although, you know, it would make a really cute skirt with that blue on the bottom as a hem.
Okay, so you should make that for me, because I don't sew. Oh my god, I love it. Look at the inside. Oh my god, I love you so much. For all the things, but this right now. Ugh, you guys. And look, I got a mermaid one too.
So that's the project kit. There's like a little needle.
Oh, I got the whole thing? Yeah. I got the whole kit?
Yeah.
Little needle cozy. Has seaweed on the inside.
Oh, where's the little dish? Oh, and I made you some extras too.
That one's not it. There it is. It's mermaid scales. I'm such a happy person right now. I'm so excited. And then she gave me another one that says yarn obsessed. So true. We should find one that says bag obsessed, because that is also true. Oh, and then I got an owl and a feather. Yay! And then her cute little goodie bag that comes with the Conjure mini skein. And
Positive.
you got this positivity little thing. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I love it. She gets to get a prize from me. Or not a prize, a present from me later, because she's getting an advent calendar, and she doesn't get to know anything about it until it shows up at her house. Other than she knows she's getting it, so.
Well, you knew those were coming.
Well, yeah, but not anytime soon, and I didn't know they were going to be all packaged and pretty. Not that they're not pretty when they're not packaged, but like, that makes me so excited.
Yeah, I just figured, you know, you never get to see it all packaged up, so.
I don't.
It's surprise. Yay! And you know, you just gave me all that yarn for the Ohm shawl.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So.
I didn't get your yarn done yet. I have to bring that for you. Oh, we didn't talk about planning.
Oh, but we're doing that at the end, remember?
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that wasn't. No, because I had other planning too. Were you doing that for our s'more talk?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just add mine to it.
Okay. Okay, so that will just lead me into talking about shop updates. So this bag will be going up in my both my shops on Bana&Bean.com and on my Etsy shop on July 16th. That's going to be when my next shop update is going to be. I'm hoping it will be a pretty decent sized one since I haven't had one in a while. So that one will be going up then. This one is actually already available at Bana&Bean.com and for pre-order, and then it will be going up in my Etsy shop as made to order, ready to ship out.
Does this one come just as the kit, or can you get this one by itself?
Nope, just as the kit.
Okay.
So you get all 3 pieces. I think my kits are 40 or 45, I can't remember, but 40 or 45. And yeah, so that one will be going up in July on Etsy. And then if I get more orders through Bana&Bean.com, I'll order some more fabric and stuff. But there'll be, I think, 2 available that will be going up on Etsy with the fabric I have right now.
Cool.
And the owls is in my shawl size bag. And then I will also have some zipper bags available in this fabric. It will just be the owls, and then the inside fabric will be the inside of the zipper bag.
Sometimes it's just easier to do it this way so you guys can see. It's the beautiful feathers.
Yeah, which I love the inside too.
Me too.
So, and then I also have this bag, which is my sock size bag. And this one will be going up in July too. I think there's 1 or 2 of these, but it's got a really pretty Cosmo
Cool.
inside to it. So it's kind of like galaxies and stuff. This one's going to be called Cosmo. So, and on the outside it's got a bunch of astrology type stuff.
Pretty.
Symbols and stuff. And then this one here will be my next project kit that will be going up. And it's going to be called Summer Travels. So the top of the bag will be this really pretty blue that has little navy blue stars on it. And then the bottom is this little girl fabric that's like little snapshots of her travels.
Cute.
And then the inside will be little beach umbrellas, which I love. And then you will also get a little Progress Keeper set with that has a little beach umbrella on it. And then a needle cozy. And I haven't quite picked out the fabric yet for the needle cozy. I'm still looking, but that will be up on my Bana&Bean.com site for pre-order July 16th. And then once I get pre-orders and find out how many get ordered and stuff, we'll determine whether it goes up on Etsy or not. So
very nice.
And then the last little thing I have is I now have sock rulers available on both my sites. And so there's 3 options. One of the options is the complete sock ruler set, and you get all 3 sizes. And then one of the other options is just a sock ruler regular, which is perfect for adult size socks. And then the other option is you actually get both of these. So you get the infant and the child sock ruler, and it's called Sock Ruler Juniors.
Cool.
So if you buy the complete, you get all 3 of them, or you can just get the little kids ones, or you can just get the adult size. So
very nice.
And we'll have all the prices and stuff listed in the show notes.
Yep.
With the links to it. But yeah, I'm excited. These have been up in my shop for about a week, I think. I put them up a week ago, and I've already sold 2 or 3 of them, so it's kind of exciting. And it's nice. It's a little knitting additive that I don't have to make. So.
For sure. Those are always good.
Yeah. So I think that's it for me. Okay,
my shop news. So the first round of Harry Potter pre-orders is currently in the shop. Those will be up there for a little bit longer. Once those come down, so those are all the there's a couple, I don't know, skeins from years past. Most of them were the flash sale colorways from last year. The second round of pre-orders will be the majority of popular colorways from years 1 through 5. No, sorry, 1 through 4. That makes more sense. And then the third round will be the majority of sock sets and semi-solids. And then the flash sale, of course, will be on September 1st. I'll put all of the dates for all that stuff down in the show notes, because they're usually up for about 15 days at a time. Multiple bases you can order them on, that kind of stuff. And then Amber and I, we don't have an exact date yet, but we do have 2 summary kits that are going to be going up soon. So you get a bag and yarn and other things with both of those.
Yeah, I'm thinking probably
mostly just waiting on me because I'm supposed to finish my sock pattern.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
So probably by the end of the month.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then you'll still have them for August and September.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should work. And then last but not least, I have a new logo. I love it. So Amber spent hours working with me and figuring out how to do this. I had an idea and she played around with it, and we found the perfect font, and she made all my beautiful little yarn balls exactly how I wanted them. So, but I love it, and it's on all of the things now. So
I love how it turned out.
Me too. And I have so I used to put little square tags like this on my yarn if you've ever bought from me before, but now they have yarn bands, and I'm very happy with them. I think they look beautiful. And I also have been updating my blog. So it's back. You can go follow it at ohloopsyarn.com. So I don't update it regularly, but it is there. So if you're interested in what I'm doing or what's going on, you can check it out. And yeah, new logo that I love.
Me too. It turned out so good. I love it on the black too.
Me too. Yeah. That was a decision because I a while ago started using my old logo on black tags, and I really liked the way that it looked. And so when we were talking about this, I told her that. I said, I think I want to do black. I think it will pop more, and it does. So yeah. So we did that, and I love it. So yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So our last little section we're calling S'mores, Stitching, and Seaside, or Seashores, because we are both going to the Oregon coast this year, and I'm so excited. So
not together.
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Someday.
She's actually going the 1st of August, the first week in August, and we're going the last week in August.
Yeah.
But actually staying in pretty close to the same.
Yeah, pretty close.
Same area. So I'm really excited.
Me too. So we're going to chat about some pattern recommendations we have that are beachy, camping related, and then last time we had asked you guys to post questions, and so we will answer those. Yeah. So I think that's what we're going to do now.
Yeah. It's actually finally starting to cool off.
It is. I know.
Should we get some hot chocolate?
We should. We should get some hot chocolate and some s'mores.
Yeah. So we'll see you in a second.
We will.
And we're back. And got my hot cocoa.
And we have s'more goodies.
And we got s'mores. And we got s'more sticks.
We do.
So we gotta put a little more.
You gonna roast one?
Yeah.
I love these things. They're like a fun toy.
Okay, so
what do you want to do first? Do you want to do questions, or do you want to do the pattern recommendations?
let's do the patterns.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Sure.
Okay.
So we decided we would look up one pattern that was more beach themed and one that was more camping themed. We both did that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we haven't knit these patterns yet. We liked them, and we thought, like, if you were looking for a beach or camping themed project, since it is that time of year, we would recommend two that we like. I am going to be knitting one of the ones I'm recommending. I am going to be knitting my beach pattern. So my beach pattern is called Old Salt, and it's by Valerie Miller. It is a paid for pattern, and it is part of my Make 9 this year. So you guys have seen it if you've seen my Make 9. And we will put a picture of it up.
Yeah.
So part of what I love about this pattern is two things. So I've decided this is going to be my actual beach project when I go to the beach. So her last name is Miller, which was my mom's maiden name. So I thought that was really cool. And I don't know if any of you know, but I grew up at the Oregon coast. My grandmother lived in Seaside when I was growing up. She lived there till I was about 13 or 14. She lived just 2 blocks off of the beach in Seaside. So we are going to Seaside on our vacation. So I'm going to be knitting it while I'm there. So I'm excited about that. The pattern does call for Aran weight yarn. I'm not going to use Aran weight yarn because I just don't know if I would wear, it's a very large shawl, and I don't know if I would wear a shawl out of bulky weight yarn that's that big. So I am going to make mine out of worsted. So yeah, so that's my
Beach one?
beach one, and I'm going to do it on my non-superwash Falcon worsted.
Cool.
So yeah,
That's going to be so pretty.
yeah, I'm excited.
So my beach one, I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to knit this. And like Lydia, my plan is to knit it while we're at the beach in Oregon. We're actually going to Seaside too. We're spending 3 nights in Seaside. We're doing a couple nights in Astoria and 3 nights in Newport.
Fun.
And I'm really excited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And my husband's super excited because he's gonna be taking lots of pictures.
Yes.
But we're gonna do some hiking and some playing on the beach, and I'm hoping to get more just like relaxing on the beach. We're gonna bring like soccer ball and
That's our plan too.
you know, some beach stuff that the kids can do, and we're hoping to just kind of go down and at least for a good portion of each day and spend time just laying out on the beach and enjoying.
It's on fire, y'all. It's on fire.
So my pattern is called the Beach Rose Blanket, and it's by Kirsten Hipsky, and it's a paid for pattern on Ravelry. And I think what I loved about it is that it's striped, and if you've ever been to my house or seen my inside, the outside of my house is very much decorated kind of red, white, and blue, and this blanket will just very much match all of that really well. It's knitted on DK weight and with, right?
No, worsted.
Worsted. Worsted.
I only know that because I'm giving her yarn.
Yes, she's dyeing my yarn for me. I'm super excited. The new thing on this pattern
We're coordinated right now.
is the fringe. I've never had fringe before, so I'm pretty excited. The whole sides of both the blanket are fringed.
Fun.
So I'm really excited about that. It's gonna be super cute.
That is going to be cute.
And I'm hoping because it's knit on larger needles that it will go really fast.
Yeah, I think it will.
Yeah, I think it will too.
Yeah.
It's super easy pattern. It's just basically garter stitch. So
My s'more is making a mess, y'all.
it looks really yummy though.
It is. I'm going to eat it in a minute though because I'm already getting like sticky marshmallow stuff all over me. I'm not super coordinated, clearly. Okay, so then my camp pattern is a free pattern, and it is the Campside Shawl by Alicia Plummer. It calls for DK weight yarn, and so she has a shawl pattern that's called Campside, and then she also has a sweater pattern, and it's beautiful. It has all these little like almost like eyelet looking things all over it. So I think I have a new DK weight yarn that's non-superwash, but it also has silk in it and stellina, and it's my Lark base. I think that would be pretty.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds really good.
So I think I will have to make that probably at some point next summer when I'm not knitting a sweater and 2 ohm shawls and this new old salt pattern.
Yeah.
And all the things. So yeah.
It can be part of your Make 9 for next year.
Totally. There you go. That's a good plan. I like that plan.
So my campfire pattern is called the Camp Out Fingerless Mitts. It's actually funny because Lydia found it and she's like, oh, you should make this. And then I went to look for it and I was like, oh, it's already in my library because apparently I want to make it. So, but if you've seen pictures of it, and we're going to put a picture up, the main picture is like this really pretty like ombre effect of like fingerless mitts. And, you know, that actually sounds really perfect to me when you're out camping and stuff, especially early in the spring and you want to sit out by the fire, but it's still a little cold. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I was looking through the pattern and there are a couple things that I've never done before, so I'm excited about it. One of them is a provisional cast on, which I've never done.
You can do it. It's easy.
And then graft live stitches and pickup stitches, which I've done a little bit of picking up stitches, but not really a lot. So I think this will give me a good opportunity to learn those new skills. So they won't be, right now it seems very intimidating. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
You'll be fine.
But I got a good teacher. So, and then there's always YouTube, which is really good too. I didn't know how to do a 3 needle bind off. I'd never even heard of such a thing. And I YouTubed that and did it. So
yeah, you can. There's lots of good YouTube videos for all the knitting things.
Yeah, so YouTube's a good resource.
Yes, very much so.
So next part is the questions, which I think is like perfect because we're sitting around a campfire. Got our flannels, our cocoa,
and I'm almost positive that Chris put a little something in my hot chocolate. So
yep,
I'm pretty sure
it has a little Bailey's taste to it.
I was gonna say. I don't think that was just me making that up. I'm pretty sure it does.
My husband takes good care of us. It's taking me forever to roast my marshmallow because I'm really picky. I only like it brown. I like no burnt. So
and I love burnt marshmallows, but I got like the top of it and it started, I'm like, it's so gonna fall right off and it's just gonna be a big mess all over the thing. So I just took it off because it was starting to slide. Okay, so we have, let's see, we have like 6 questions?
I think so.
Yeah.
One, two, three, four, five.
Five questions. Okay. Well, plus the one I had. Yeah, so 6.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will ask Sarah's first. So Sarah Sarlas asked Amber a question. So she wanted to know what sewing machine Amber uses and if there is a particular sewing designer that she likes.
So when I started making bags a couple years ago, I started with a Brother sewing machine, and I don't remember the make and model, but it was something I picked up off Amazon. And after using that for about 6 months, look at my marshmallow. That's
what mine did.
It started to like get really shaky, and you could just tell it was kind of falling apart.
When you were having trouble with the needle for a while too, like it would get stuck and
and it's just what I learned was that the Brother is plastic on the inside, and so as you sew with it, it loosens, and there's really no way to kind of fix it. It's gonna fall off.
I know.
And so my mother-in-law was a complete sweetheart, and for Christmas she bought me a new sewing machine. So I now have, let's see if I can do this.
Look at that. Perfection. Nicely done.
Now time to play with the fire. So I now have a Husqvarna, and it's their Jade series, and I absolutely love it. It is like
it's a beautiful sewing machine.
The best sewing machine ever. So is my best friend. And the next thing I want to buy is a embroidery machine. And they have a jade one too that matches my sewing machine. So I'm gonna like, that would be really cool.
Just having a pretty little machine sitting next to each other in your office.
So maybe nice for Christmas. Yeah, I want to get an embroidery machine because I don't love my labels. I don't love my tags in my bags.
Yeah.
They tend to fall off after having used them for a while. And I was like, you know, it'd be so cool if I can just embroider my name onto my bags.
That would be fun.
That's kind of my next big purchase that I would really want. But yeah, that's my sewing machine. Yeah. And it's a good one. It's all metal, so it holds together, and I can take it in for service, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't played with all the other stitches yet, but I'm hoping to. It's got a ton of stitches to choose from, so
fun.
Yeah, one of these days.
And did you have a particular sewing designer that you
So I don't, other than sewing bags, I haven't really done a ton of other sewing yet, but I'm really interested. And so the one thing, and I think I showed these to you, that I really want to sew, and I'm probably going to do it this winter so I can wear them in the spring and next summer. They're called the Aeronite pants.
You did show me those because I like them too.
Yeah, and they're by Sew Liberated, and seriously, they're like the cutest pants. I'll have my husband throw a picture up so you can see them. But yeah, it's literally like they're like tight around the ankle, and then they kind of balloon out a little bit, and they have big pockets on them, and they're high-waisted, and so they're kind of all the things that I really like about pants.
Totally, right? All the good things that we like. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's kind of, I think that's will be my first stab at sewing a piece of clothing item. We'll be doing that.
Fun.
And then I really I've been kind of oohing and awing over Vogue Patterns Summer 2008 collection. They have some of the most amazing, cute dresses and like little vests and stuff in there. So
fun.
I'm thinking I might have to sew a couple of those as well.
And then she's going to make me a dress out of the owl fabric. Because I need it.
And that skirt, right?
Exactly.
From the Maker's book, or that you showed me that one day.
The dot skirt that we have to figure out how to make an adult size, because I think it was a kid pattern. But yes, we need to. I want that. Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks, Sarah, for the most amazing.
She also had one other question.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, the second part of her question.
So her second part of her question was, I would also love to hear about any of your friendship endeavors or adventures.
Yeah.
So you want to answer that one?
Sure. So we just got back from a friendship endeavor to Blizzard Yarns. It was the trunk show that we did over Memorial Day weekend. And they enjoyed having us there. That we are going back in November. And this time it's just going to be Amber and I. Last time we took the husbands and the kids, and so this time it'll just be her and I, which will be fun. It'll be kind of cool just to have a girls' weekend.
Yeah.
To get to do that. So we're looking forward to that. And then we are dreaming and plotting and planning, and we will see how it goes. But we want to go to Rhinebeck, the two of us, so very badly. So
yes.
I don't know if it will happen this year, given that we are both going on vacations this summer, but it will happen at some point. We will make it there.
If not this year, I would say next year for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Rhinebeck is a dream for sure. So,
yeah.
And we've been friends forever, and so we do a lot of stuff together. I mean, we
just spent the 4th of July together.
We did. We've spent 4th of July. I mean, we spend holidays together. We do birthdays together. We do all the things.
Yeah.
So
we pretty much talk every single day. Like,
multiple times a day.
Our kids give us a hard time because they're like, how many times a day are you guys going to talk?
Totally. Yeah. She's my person.
Yeah. She's my person.
She's my person. So,
yeah.
Yes. So.
Okay, so let's see. Next question we got was from, wrote it down.
She's like, I wrote it down. It's here somewhere.
So Dana from our monthly knit night sent us a question, and she says, how do I improve my tension? I know all the stitches and can follow a pattern, but my knitting is still really loose. How do I keep it tight without breaking the yarn? And I'm going to refer to you on this because I've never had that problem. My knitting is already really tight.
Yeah.
And so I'm not...
it's honestly kind of a hard question to answer because there's really no right way to tension your yarn. Like there's no like standard, like this is just how you do it. Honestly, it just practice a few different ways of holding your yarn. So I know a lot of people just wrap their yarn like once around their finger. Some don't wrap it at all. They just, you know, pick it up. For me, my tension, the tension that I prefer is to wrap it around two of my fingers. So I always wrap it around my ring finger, and then it goes under my middle finger and up over my pointer finger. And that seems to be my preferred way to tension my yarn. So my suggestion would just be to try a few things out, see if you like any particular way more than another. Another way, honestly, is that, you know, I'm not always a huge fan of gauge swatching, but I can honestly say that it does help depending on what you're doing. But having knit for as long as I have, sorry, big moth, I kind of just know that there are certain designers that I have to either go up a needle size with, or I have to go down a needle size, because I don't ever get the same gauge and tension that they do. So I think part of it too is just knowing what gauge you get on certain needles. Maybe try a different size needle. Maybe you're really loose on metal needles but tighter on bamboo, or maybe that's different. So,
and it could just be that you need to go down a needle size because you are looser, so you want to knit a size or two down. Like I typically go up a size or two because I know I already knit really tight. So for me, mine usually gets looped around this finger, and then I grab it with these ones, and then it pulls. Like I usually end up with an indent on the back of my pinky because the yarn is literally pulling over the top of my pinky finger.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm able to keep my tension.
Right. Yeah, so I would just say, I mean, maybe just spend a day where you're not really knitting on any particular project and just try a few different ways of holding your yarn. And truthfully too, my gauge, I've even noticed just the longer I knit, my gauge does tend to get a little looser as I go.
Well, and it changes too. Like I notice if I'm stressed about something,
for sure,
I'm like even tighter.
Yeah, me too.
I don't even know how that's possible, but somehow
I don't either, because I'm surprised she doesn't break her yarn. Some of the times I'm like, I don't get how your stitches are so tight.
But I do notice that, and I can't do this because it feels weird, but when I get an indent on the back of my finger, I'll switch up how I'm holding my yarn. And usually what I end up doing is putting a Band-Aid, because I literally can't hold it different because it just feels weird.
You're just used to doing it that way. Yeah.
But when I do hold it different, my stitches get looser.
Yeah.
So it's probably just a matter of trying different ways of holding it, trying different needles, figuring out, you know, which one. And then, you know, as long as the pattern's not calling for a 0, you can usually still go down.
Right.
So,
and you know, there are some, like we were just saying earlier, YouTube, you can, I mean, go onto YouTube and put that in the search bar, and they can give you some other suggestions as well.
Yeah.
So
you want to read the next one? Oh, I guess
you had the next one because it was on the.
So this one was also posted to our KPDR Facebook page, and it's from Vicky, and she wanted to know, how do you organize and store your stash? This one's really easy for me because I don't have quite a huge stash yet, because I've only been knitting for a couple years. So my stash, I have 2 cubbies. And my husband's going to take a picture so you can see what my cubbies look like.
But I'll take a picture of mine and give it to him too, you guys can see.
But I essentially have 2 of the little square cubbies, and that's kind of where everything gets stacked right now. And then I usually try to organize it by weight, so when I'm looking for something I can find. But then I start digging through there and it ends up a mess, and so then it's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
It's just in there.
That's funny. So I have a huge, big I think it's like 12 bin cubby. Maybe it's 9. I don't remember. It's big. So I have 2 of those in what used to be my office. Now it's just my son's room until I can move all of my yarn stuff out to the studio. So I have this giant cubby, and I separate mine. I used to want to try to do it by weight too, but that just got to be too difficult. So I do mine by color. So I have it all, like, so I have all my yellows in one, all my greens. I have my neutrals. So, and then most of my skeins are multicolor ones, but it's like if the majority of it is pink, then it goes in the pink cubby. So that's how my full skeins are. I have 2 little like glass jars that are full of like wound up minis. I have a pretty little basket that has not wound up minis. I have bins that have, so I have like leftover scraps that are too big to just be wound up into like what I would consider minis. That are in a cubby. So I have fingering weight one, and I have a sport and higher one, and then I have another bin that has like my self-striping and sock blanks. So yeah, and then I have a whole nother cabinet cubby thing that's just for bags. And it's 3 cubbies, and it's like I have all the giant ones at the bottom, and then like shawl size ones, and then sock size ones at the top. Yeah. So I'll take a picture of that so you guys can see.
I just have 2 cubbies of bags.
Yeah, mine is, I have 3, and they're like full.
I try really hard to only keep the bags that aren't selling well. So
Yeah.
every once in a while I make one specific for me. But yeah, I try really hard to be like, oh, okay, well, if this one doesn't sell,
Yeah.
then I'll keep it.
Right, then I can have it.
Then I can have it. So
That's funny.
So after a certain point, if it hasn't sold, then I'm like, okay, well, this one's mine now.
Totally.
But so only 2 bags, or only 2 cubbies full of bags so far, but I'm sure that will definitely grow.
Oh, I'm sure. Mine has grown significantly over time, as has the yarn.
Did you get the one on Instagram?
I don't know which one.
From Jenny.
Oh, from
Janie?
Janie87, I think, or Jenny87. She asked, how do you find time to do your crafts as a mother? She just had an 8-month-old baby, and she said she's struggling to find time to craft and feels like she's neglecting other things. And I thought this was a great question because Amber and I have very different daily schedules. So I thought this was a good question to ask.
So I guess I can talk first.
Yeah.
So when my kids were little, I work full time, and I didn't knit when my kids are little because I'm new to knitting and my kids are older now. But there was definitely other stuff, like we scrapbooked.
Oh, we scrapbooked all the time.
And I think the biggest thing I can say for a new mom with a baby, and we all feel this way. I call it mom guilt. Every mom has mom guilt. Anytime we take time for ourselves, we feel guilty. Whether it's time for ourselves to take a shower, or time for ourselves to paint our toes, or time for ourselves
craft that we love.
To do craft or to read a book. We feel guilty because there's 9 million other things that we feel like we should be doing. And the dishes, or we should be making dinner, or we could be doing a load of laundry, or and the biggest thing I can say that I've learned is that me time is so important. It makes me a way better mother because I'm giving myself some time to just do something that makes me happy without stressing about making everybody else around me happy. And it just helps even me out. I'm better with my kids for it. I'm more understanding with my husband. When I was spending so much time running around trying to do everything, and the biggest thing for me when I noticed it was when my second daughter was born. I was trying to get my oldest to preschool, and the baby wanted to eat at the exact same time that I was supposed to be taking her to preschool, and so I had a screaming kid in the car that I felt like I was letting down. And then I was getting sometimes my daughter to preschool, or I was agitated with her in the morning trying to get her ready, and it was just, I felt like I was a mess. And it took my husband and I sitting down, and he's like, I'll take Bella to school, so you have that time in the morning. he's like, yeah, she'll have to go to the morning daycare, which I felt guilty about because I'm like, well, I'm home on maternity leave. I should be spending time with her, you know, not sending her to daycare in the morning.
Right.
But honestly, it was the best thing because it just allowed me that time in the morning to spend time with the baby and focus on the baby.
Right.
And not have to stress about everything else.
Right.
And I find that with my knitting now. It's, you know, there are nights where it's like, yeah, I'm snuggling with the kids on the couch and so I don't knit. And then there's other times where it's like, you know, I need that time. You know, a lot of times I will sit and knit for about 30 minutes before we go to bed at night. So I'll go up to my bedroom and my husband and we'll turn a movie on and I'll sit there and knit for about 20-30 minutes before we go to bed.
Yep.
But it just makes me so much happier, you know. And for me, that's kind of my time because I work all day and then I get home at 3 and you know, the kids have activities and so we run and do all of that. You know, sometimes I can get a little knitting done in the car or wherever we're at, and then we have dinner and all the other responsibilities, baths, brushing teeth, homework, and then finally at bedtime it's like, okay, I have, you know, yeah, I should probably go to bed, but it's better if I just spend
a half hour
and focus on me for a half hour.
Yep.
So that's fine.
So I will agree with Amber's sentiment. Like she said, we all struggle with mom guilt, but it is ultimately important that mom take care of mom, because if mom can't take care of mom, mom can't take care of anyone else. So that's important. So, you know, I agree with that. For me, so I stay home all day, but I do have the 3 little kids that I nanny and I dye yarn, and then I do homeschool my youngest too. And then, you know, my oldest goes to public school, so we're, you know, running her back and forth to her stuff. So I don't always get to do this, but my preferred knitting time is like, I like to just kind of sit and have it be quiet or get to watch a podcast that I want before all the craziness of the day. So I try to get up between 5:30 and 6 every day so that I get about an hour before the littles get there to have my coffee and to knit a few rows. And even if it's just a few rows, that makes me feel better and I feel like I've set myself up to have a good day. I also, you know, we do most of our school stuff in the morning and our, you know, breakfast and lunch and stuff, and so in the afternoons the kids generally have a little bit of free time, and the 2 youngest ones that I watch nap, and so I can sometimes get in a few rows there. And then, like Amber, you know, I do it at night while, you know, the kids are getting ready for bed or in bed, and my husband and I are just watching TV. And so I do that. I'm also a huge fan of social knitting and car knitting. I take my knitting in the car all the time. I love having a project that's just, you know, easy knitting that I don't have to read a pattern for, although I will take, you know, patterned projects in the car. But, you know, like when Emma was still doing soccer, I took it to soccer practice because I was there with her 2 nights a week. I always would take it to soccer games because she always had to be there for an hour beforehand for warm up, and so I would knit then. When I come over here, when we come to hang out, I bring it with Amber. You know, when we go hang out with friends, I take it then too. So I think you just kind of have to find a rhythm that works for you. And kind of change it up. Yeah, I mean, change it up. Try some things and
try it in the morning.
Right.
You know, try it during nap time. Try it before bed.
Yep.
You know, the thing I can say with responsibilities is they're not going anywhere.
Right.
So
dishes are still going to be there.
Yep. Dishes are still going to be there.
Yep.
You know, laundry's still going to be there.
Yep.
You know, 30 minutes is nothing.
Yeah.
To sit down and give yourself, you know, a little bit of time.
Not at all.
And you need it. I mean, we all need it.
Yep.
So. But yeah,
so mommy hugs from us to you.
Yes.
And we've been there.
Yes.
I'm still there. I still struggle with things. I mean, I was struggling with that this year with the dyeing yarn, because summer is a really busy time for me as far as dyeing yarn goes, and I had to make a promise to my kids this year that we would still try to do fun things as a family, because there have been several summers in a row where we just didn't do stuff because mom was busy, and so I struggle with it too. So you're not alone.
Yeah. Well, and I very much do too, because, you know, I work all day and then I do the bag stuff, and there are times where it's like I come home from work and then I go straight and basically into sewing, and I sew for 2 or 3 hours, and then it's dinner time and time for bed, and so for us, it's finding that balance between me being able to get done what I've committed to get done, but also making sure that I'm spending time with the kids. And sometimes what that means is the kids are helping me. You know, we find jobs for them to do or little things that they can help me with, and it makes them feel good because they feel accomplished, like they're being a big help, and we get to talk and spend time and hang out, and so it seems to be, you know, a good fit.
And also for you, I mean, baby's only 8 months old, so give yourself time and be patient with you and with baby. And I mean, eventually they don't need as much hands-on, so so just be patient with yourself.
You'll find a rhythm.
You will.
Yeah, you'll find something that works for you and allows you to still enjoy what you enjoy, but not necessarily have as much guilt over
exactly
missing out on other stuff.
Yes.
So, good luck.
Yes.
It goes up and then it goes back down, and then it goes up again, and then it goes down.
Yes. Pretty soon they'll be a teenager,
and then we're not really sure what happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, you know what I've heard is like 13, 14, and 15 aliens take over.
So true.
And then about 15, 16-ish, you get them back, and they turn back into their normal person again.
Good. Okay.
So
there's hope at the end of the tunnel.
I've got my fingers. I've got my fingers crossed. Because I love my daughter, but there are times that I look at her and I'm like, what happened to my child?
Totally.
Where is my child? I don't see her anymore.
I know. Tell me about it. Yeah.
Especially the sullen, like.
I know.
Or like when you're talking to them and they just stand there and stare at you like you're freaking insane.
I know, like we're total idiots who have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's my favorite look
ever.
Yeah.
That one's good. That one's super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did I read that one or did you?
I did.
Okay.
I read that one.
Was there another one?
I have the one that I was asked, but I could have sworn there was another one. Is there another one? Or no? Okay, so it's just mine. And I apologize. I do not remember who asked me this or where they asked it, but I'm going to answer it anyway. They wanted to know how I come up with the name of my yarn bases. So not the names of my colorways, but my bases. So the company is called Ohloops, and loops make me think of knots. And so I just went that direction. So all of my bases are knot names. They're actual knots. And so, you know, some of them are nautical type knots, some of them are, you know, so ascot is a tie knot. So that's just, they're all named after knots. So, and you'd be amazed. Like, I mean, the new one, so my new non-superwash worsted falcorn is a name of a knot. Like it's actually kind of fun. It's a little bit of a history lesson for me every time I get a new base, because I have to go and find a new name, and so it's fun.
That's cool.
Yeah. So that's where that came from.
So
I think that's it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it for today.
It should probably be it, because it is way dark behind us, and we've been talking for a long time. So hopefully you guys are all still there,
and still enjoying it.
Yeah, hopefully.
I am going to enjoy this more.
I am too, and the rest of my hot chocolate.
The rest of my hot chocolate. So
yes.
Bye for now. Happy knitting.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.